Right, let's get everybody in. Bingo, there we go. How are we, everybody? Karen, Mike, Mark, great to see you guys here today. Jesse's hopping in right now as well. I'm excited to be with you. I'm excited to get another session down, more momentum, getting closer to our steps, getting closer to our goals. Let's get right into it, gang. I don't need to eat up any time. Let's do big things. Karen is first. How are we, Karen?
Hi, how are you, Dante?
I'm great. How about yourself?
Good, good, thank you. Okay, so I have you're gonna be proud of me.
Yeah, I am.
So I'm gonna show you, I'm sending the requests for sharing. Uh-huh. Okay, do I have permission to share? Okay, good. Okay, are you listening to me? I can't hear you. I can't hear you.
Sorry about that. First day on the
Oh,
job. I was muted.
okay, good. I'm like, no, not again. Okay. All right. So can you see my screen?
Yes, I can.
Okay, let me see. Sorry, I have so many. Okay, so here's my funnel for the master class. So we put here edit. So this one is, I think it's pretty good. It has here for the to people to subscribe to the class, and then it says here the testimonials.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and save my seat now, right? So it
Yep.
has two buttons. Is that okay?
That's absolutely okay. And the big
Okay.
thing is your bottom button is set to scroll. I can see
Oh,
that with little black text
yeah,
in the
you're
bottom
right.
left. And that's perfect. That's as it should be. If somebody goes down on your funnel page and they click that button, it will scroll them back up to the top where they opt in. That's
Oh,
perfect.
okay, perfect. Okay, awesome. So my question is, so this, and then after that, an email is sent, right?
Yep.
For that,
We'll
which
double
I,
check and confirm that you have that set up, but yes, it should.
yes, I did, and I already finished all the translation and everything. So here's my
Amazing.
video. Here's my
Nice.
video. And this is one of the challenges I had. It says we begin soon, and I don't know how to configure this thing, the clock.
Yes, this is actually really simple. Let's go to the
Yeah,
settings.
I used to know how to do it, but I.
That's a-okay. You can just set it as a countdown. So at the very top, yes,
Let me
countdown, and
see.
then choose the date and time
That's the
that,
day.
uh-huh.
That's that. Oh, ending time it says here. Uh-huh.
Yeah, so at what time do you want the countdown timer to end? That is the time that your
Oh,
webinar is going to start.
no, no. Okay, so it would be 6:30 p.m. Uh-huh.
Cool, beautiful. When
Mhm.
this timer kicks off, so when that time is hit, we have, let me get my fancy tool. Where's my annotate? Come on now. It literally just disappears on me sometimes. That's crazy. Let me go back here and let me see if I can find this. Where are you? And of course, it's gone. There's a expire action and a redirect URL just below. Do you see those options?
Correct.
Yes.
Yes.
So expire action. When the timer expires,
Hmm.
what do we want to have happen? You do want it to redirect to URL, and you're going to put in the URL of your broadcast page
Which
where the
is this
webinar.
one.
Yes, that's exactly right.
Wait, uh, I think it's this one.
Yep.
Oh,
So let's
wait.
cancel. Let's save the change we have so
Yeah.
far. And then, yep, you can go to that page. Uh-huh. Easy way to get the URL is just preview in the top right.
Wait,
That's the
preview.
eyeball in the top right next to your save button.
Oh, sorry.
Yep. And
Okay.
now in
Uh-huh.
your URL, at the end of the URL, you see question mark preview equals true. Just click go to live page in the top right, that little button.
Yeah.
Yep. Now you'll see that removed from the
This is,
URL. That is your URL. But I can see something in the URL. We have not yet set our own domain on this funnel. Do you have a domain ready to set?
oh, no, I mean, like domain from ClickFunnels or one of my own. I
Yes,
don't
like a
know.
domain that you own.
I have one like from my webpage.
What
So
does that domain go at all? Does that domain go along with what you're talking about in your presentation?
no.
Then you probably want to get a new domain, Karen, that is for this presentation. Because this right
Oh,
now, this is our ClickFunnels subdomain. And you can see at the end of it, it says .myclickfunnels.com/webinar broadcast. So you don't really, you don't want to launch on this. We don't intend for you to launch on this. Back in the day, 2016, back in the day, you could launch on a ClickFunnels subdomain and customers were none the wiser. It was all fine. But customers are very wise now. So you want your own branding across the board. Adding your own domain will only be a good thing here.
like a domain like with my name, basically.
Yes, your name
Uh-huh.
would be perfect, 100%. Remind me,
So
what's your webinar about?
so what if within my webpage, like I do like a sub page, right? And just it would not be like as accessible for anybody, but for those who land there, is that possible too?
Yes, you're talking about a subdomain. So if your
Uh,
root domain is Karen.com, you could make a subdomain that's like masterclass.karen.com, free.karen.com,
okay.
special.karen.com. You could make a subdomain as well. But again, if your root domain does not go along with your presentation and what you're talking about, congruency, we've talked about it so often. Congruency is really important. Like, for instance, Russell Brunson has many domains. He has clickfunnels.com. He has
Mhm.
russellbrunson.com. He has .comsecrets.com. So when
Yes.
Russell runs webinars, he gets his own domain for those, like funnelbuildingsecrets.com, right? And then
Okay.
now he can direct his traffic to his webinar funnels, and he's not sharing it with clickfunnels.com. That's definitely what you would want to do. That's like the dream setup. The perfect way to do it would be that way. Do you own the domain of your name yet?
No,
Oh,
because I
that's
put a domain like uh, mental balance therapy, something like that. Like, but I mean,
cool. We talked about this in the earlier session,
yeah,
and you might have heard that
yeah,
where somebody was asking, should I have my business domain or my personal brand
yeah.
domain?
This
Personal
morning.
brand. Yeah, personal brand dominates. Personal brand is everything. And somebody like you, an expert, your personal brand is really going to be your main lead gen. It's always going to do better than business.
So
So go
it's
buy.
funny. Sorry, Dante. So it's funny because my webpage says Karen Norgard
Mm-hmm.
hypnotherapy,
Yeah.
but the name of the page is another name. It's mental balance therapies. So what, you know,
Conversions go. Customers
okay,
don't know where they are. Am I on this
okay.
page or this page? And a confused mind always says,
Yeah, yeah, no,
that's
no.
right, every single time. So,
Okay,
easy thing. What you should do, Karen, is go get your name as a domain. You can probably
okay.
get that domain. My name, I have actually been searching for my name for years. The guy finally let it lapse. Oops, that was a mistake. Now it's mine. He's never getting it back. So, I literally just did this. I bought my own name for
Yeah.
$12.
And you buy it and you have to pay something additional, or what do you do with
Nope.
that? Like,
Whenever you have ClickFunnels, when you buy a domain, for instance, I use Namecheap as my domain host. Like that's who I buy my domains from. I don't care who you buy your domains from. They're all the same, right? Domains are domains are domains. So I buy it in Namecheap and then personally I put my domains in Cloudflare. That gives me a lot more capabilities. I just have full control over my domain. Cloudflare is completely free. So I went and bought
mhm.
my name for $12 in Namecheap. I put it in Cloudflare completely free. And when you are using ClickFunnels, just buy the name, just buy the domain. You'll get free, like in Namecheap, they give me free privacy protection, which it really isn't, right? But whatever. Take whatever
Okay.
free things they'll give you, and you don't have to pay for anything else. Premium DNS. hosting, web service, none of that. ClickFunnels gives you everything.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay, so I'll do that.
Even if you don't use Cloudflare, Karen, really doesn't. It is better to do that, but let's get started. Let's do things, and then we can worry about that
Yeah.
later. Just buy
Yeah.
your domain
Yeah.
wherever you
I'll
want to
do
buy
it.
it, bring it into ClickFunnels, and that is what your funnel will run. Now, all of your URLs will be your domain / whatever that page path is. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Cool. So
Yes.
don't even worry about changing up your buttons yet or the actions or where they're going. Because when you change the domain, the links are going to change. Just do all this after you bring your domain in and put it on the funnel.
Okay.
Cool.
I don't know how to do it, but I'll ask my dear
Yes,
husband.
you. To bring your domain in?
Yeah. I mean, it's okay. But I mean, I rather ask you these questions first and then we can I can figure it out.
Oops. Yes, sure. I'm going to get you a help doc that's going to walk you through step by step how to do it.
Oh,
I'm sure
good.
your husband can without it, but with that doc, you guys
No,
will have
no,
no
give me the
ideas, no
everything.
problems.
I need everything.
Okay,
Any
cool. Well,
help?
while we're on that note, let me just
Okay.
do this then. Let me show you. I'm going to stop your screen share really quick, and I'm just going to share mine. And let me just show you what I'm doing. So ClickFunnels has, I have not done as good of a job as I should have of talking about this. We have a quick search feature. I'm on a Mac, so I press Command. I press Command and then K, and now I can quick search just like I can anywhere else on my Mac computer. If you're on a Windows, I believe it's going to be Control K. It's one of those on Windows, but this brings up my quick search, and now I can just type in domain, and here it brings me all of the questions about domains. So here we go,
Okay.
how to, let's say domain transfer. And we're going to have how to connect an existing domain. Here it is right there. Now we have this doc and we could just follow through. But I'm going to view the article because I want to grab this URL and then I want to put it in the chat for you. So let me do that
Okay.
right now. Pop this out. Bingo, bingo, and paste. All right, cool. That doc is in the chat for you.
Okay.
You guys will once you buy the domain, I promise it's so simple to bring it in. Actually,
Okay.
you guys don't even have to do anything. We can do all the records for you. Just follow that doc and I promise you'll be good to go.
Okay. Perfect.
Sweet. All right, I'll
Okay.
stop my
So,
screen share then and you can pick back up. Go ahead and start
okay.
yours.
Perfect. So, okay. So we were copying this, correct?
That's right. We were going to copy the URL. We're not
Mhm.
going to copy it now because remember, you
Oh,
don't have the
okay.
right domain. So you're
Okay.
after you bring the domain in and get it all connected, then we're going to do these steps. But yeah, we would copy the URL of the broadcast page where the actual
Mhm.
webinar is displayed. Go back to your ClickFunnels account.
Okay.
That's right.
Sorry.
And you would set that to your action for the timer. So go to your timer again on the right hand side.
Oh my God, where is it?
No, you're
Uh,
okay. The right hand
oh,
side of
oh,
your
here.
funnel. Yep. Uh huh.
There's another one. This is another one.
There is, and you actually
Mhm.
clicked into your row. You can see in the very top there, it says row. So get your orange element to highlight.
It doesn't highlight. Oh,
Yep, there it is. Now your
is that
countdown timer. You had it. See,
okay?
whenever you click on that in the settings, look at the very top left of those settings. It says
Okay.
countdown.
Yeah.
Note top left in the blue bar at the very top. Up. Yes, there. Now you can always see what you're looking at the settings of.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So this is our countdown timer. You're exactly right. You would set the date and expiration time. The expiration time is when your webinar actually takes place. And then the big
Okay.
thing is your expiration action.
It's
So
not
your
my. Sorry.
that's okay.
I'm listening. Okay. Okay. All right.
Bingo. Now your expire action is going to be redirect to URL.
Okay.
That's right. And then you would put in the URL of the broadcast page. So let's say they come to this page 5 minutes after your webinar is starting. The timer has expired. It will just
Mhm.
redirect them to the broadcast page. Perfect. So all
Okay.
you have to do now, add your domain to the funnel. Yes. And when you get the right URL, put that in the redirect. You're perfect.
Okay. And one last thing.
Yeah,
was
absolutely.
this okay, so this goes so here, so I think I have to eliminate or do something because right here, remember we already did the welcoming video, right? And we did all of this, and then we did
Hmm.
like a like you told me this was not usual to do it at the first time, but you told me to leave it like that. Oh,
Hmm.
look what I did. Everything in Spanish.
Yes, you
Look.
did. Nice
Look.
job, Karen.
Thank you. So, so it says here also in the structure, it says, by this 3-day challenge, right? For
Uh-huh.
self-confidence with hypnosis. And then, in the structure of the funnel, it says, and also offering an extra training of EFT as a gift. Is that okay, or should I take it away?
No, you can definitely have this, Karen.
Okay, like a
This is what,
bonus.
yes, we would
Okay.
call this a slow.
Mm,
SLO. That stands for self-liquidating offer. This is a
okay.
great thing to have. And we split test this with your customers, right? We have to split
Mm,
test this and see because sometimes this will be too salesy and too pushy on the front end, and people might not be showing up to the webinar because they feel like they're sold to. As I'm reading and seeing everything here, this does not feel too pushy. This just feels like, hey, a great slow. Hey, if you want to take fast action, if you're serious about getting results, if you're a serious person, here's a great way for you to do that. So this
yeah.
is this is awesome. You can absolutely leave it in here. Run
So
it
I
for a little
said
while.
I
Go
put
ahead.
here like for the ones who wants to go deeper,
There it
right?
is.
So and then and you get my free EFT training, and then look what I did. I did this
Yes, you
with
did.
with the mug thing. So that's it.
Now, let's talk about those things that you did. Scroll just above your mock-up.
Sorry. Uh-huh.
Uh, Scroll
I'll
up.
ask you later.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Go back down. Challenge of 3 days.
Uh-huh.
Yes, and right below that, cool image, but that says www.balancedmental.net.
Yeah, I have to take
And
that away.
is that your URL for
Yeah,
like
that's my web page.
right,
So
God forbid somebody
I
goes over there. We don't want that. So, yes, I would take that out. If you
have to
put
take it
anything, put in there the URL of your broadcast page after
of
you
the
have your own.
broadcast.
Yes, yes,
Okay.
because if they type
Okay.
that in, then at least they're going and seeing something cool that is all about this. You're doing this
Okay.
for branding, and it's not a bad idea at all. We just don't, a confused mind always says no. We
Okay.
don't want people going over to a website that looks and feels different.
Yeah.
It will introduce confusion. And
Okay.
then your mock-ups are awesome, but they more are just images of people.
Here.
Is this an image of you, the main screen
Yeah,
that I'm
this is
seeing?
me, and this is like
Cool.
people looking at the stuff.
Yes, I would rather see the stuff.
Okay.
So like
Yeah.
go to open up a new browser tab and go to imallin.com.
Okay.
Imallin.com. Yep. Beautiful.
Uh-huh.
Check out a great mock-up. Look at the difference, right?
Yeah.
There's not just pictures of people. There's all these things showing there is something there. So like your tablet where you have pictures of people, let's just make cover photos of our
Yeah.
thing. Yeah, that's right. So now people see it and it feels tangible. It feels real.
Like a logo or like a
Yes, or
graphic.
even if you look at like the ClickFunnels box on the left
Yeah.
middle, it looks
Mm,
like a software box with a ClickFunnels logo. Yeah,
mm,
Funnel Builder Secrets. That's a course. That's a training, and they just put
mm,
like a cover photo on the computer
yeah.
screen as opposed to somebody looking at a screen doing the thing. It's just so much easier. It taps into our
Yeah.
senses. We can see it. We can feel like we can touch it.
Yeah.
That's what we want for our mock-ups.
It's the package.
That's exactly right. Yep.
People will pay more for how does that Russell
People will
says.
pay more money for the same information
Yeah,
just repackaged. And that is true, true,
true,
true.
true. It's true. It's true. Okay, so oh my God, now I got lost. Okay, so okay, good. Thank you. So here it says, so I don't know, this was already here because it says you say buy now, right? And said
Mhm.
here, no, thank you. I don't want a free, tapping training. I rather pay the whole price after the group session. So is this necessary or?
Yes, and what we would do is we would hyperlink that text so that when
Mhm.
somebody clicks on it, it just takes them to the next step in the funnel. That's in your order form. You do all of this in your order form settings, and that's the no link. So we have to give them a way to say no, right? If we don't
Yeah.
give them a way to say no, then it feels really salesy, really pushy, and it's going to
Mhm.
plummet conversions again. So yes, if
Mhm.
they say no, you said free course, and
Uh-huh.
I don't know that it's a free course because you're
Mhm.
charging for it.
Yeah,
So
exactly. So yeah, I'm mixed up there. Because
just
the
say
course,
massive discount. What does your course normally go for?
that's the thing. Like that course, that tapping course, I have it like for a lead pay for I have two funnels. Like a
Hmm.
lead funnel with the tapping thing,
Hmm.
which is free. So here I have to give something else different, right?
Yes, but you can just add like one extra training to the course, and that's a
Mm,
new standalone course. So give them one more nugget of value, give them one more module, one more training,
mm.
link one more video that you've done in the past,
Yeah,
and now it's different.
there's advanced tapping. There's an
Nice.
advanced.
There we go. Great. So now you
Okay.
change that
Mm,
100%. Then what I would do, Karen, is I would go list this course on your website for $97 or $100. That way
mm.
you're really truly price anchoring. And now we can market this as a massive discount on my $100 course, a 52% discount on my $100 course.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. See, it's okay.
Yes, you
I'm
see
just
that
gonna,
hashtag no dash
yeah.
link? That makes
Mm,
them say no, they do not buy, and automatically takes them to the next step in the funnel. So all that is perfect. You just want to change up the words.
okay. And that's already done, the link there?
Yep, it's already set. That hashtag no dash link is called a merge tag. And
Okay.
merge tags are basically actions that happen. So no link is an action that says no, they do not
Oh,
purchase, and takes them to the next step in the funnel.
okay, exactly.
Yep.
So when they say no, where do they go?
The next step in the funnel.
Which would be here? Okay.
Not that one. Hit cancel. We want to save our changes. Let's save in the top right. And then when you look on the left hand side, you can see the page we're currently on. It's lit up and highlighted, and
Different.
it is that one. So they would go to the next step in the funnel.
Which would be this one?
That one, correct.
But that's the thing. Here's also like a confirmation. Is that okay?
Beautiful. That's perfectly
Okay.
fine. Yes, that's
Okay.
perfectly fine. They come here and it's like, okay, great. You didn't purchase that. Congratulations, you're
Uh,
registered.
oh,
It's
okay.
it's so you're doing actually a perfect slow, Karen, a perfect self-liquidating offer. Put the offer in there. If they purchase, great. They purchase and they're taken to this next page. If they don't purchase, great. They don't purchase and they're taken here. All people, whether they purchase the slow or don't, they all registered for the
Oh,
webinar.
okay.
They all
Okay.
land right here where you
They
give
all
them
in
next
here.
steps.
Oh, good to know.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, okay, good. Because I thought I was like repeating the step. So, okay,
Yes.
I need,
Now we can get more in depth in this, and I'll show you that in a minute. But let's get all your questions answered first.
okay, I just did this. This was here, right back to,
That's right.
is
Yep.
correct, right?
You're going to input the broadcast URL there once you get your
Okay.
domain set up.
Broadcast. Okay.
That's right.
Perfect. Okay. Perfect. And this one, I have another doubt here. Because, and here's the broadcast, right?
Mm-hmm.
And here, I don't know what is this. Like, because
Bingo. We're there, Karen.
this is the
This
upsale. This is the
no,
upsale. No?
this is the order form. So, this is
Uh-huh.
what your webinar is pitching. So like you go
Uh-huh.
just like Russ
Exactly.
that imallin.com, that page that I just sent you to, that's where
Uh-huh.
Russell sends people after his webinar. So he does his webinar, and then when
Oh,
it comes time to the pitch, you say in the webinar, Hey, if you're ready to do the thing, go to www.imallin.com and you can sign up today. And that takes them right here to this page.
Oh, okay. So it's correct.
Yes, that's
So,
absolutely right. This is
so,
where, after the webinar, when they want to go by, this is the page you
mhm.
send them to.
When the webinar is over, this is the thing. So,
Yes, because
um,
as you know, with our webinars, you're going to make your pitch. You're going to hit them with the
yeah,
stack. You're going to get
the
this, then you're going to
stack.
get this, and you're going to get this and this. And then
Right.
here's this thing. You're going to get this, this, this. Here's this thing. You're going to get
Yeah,
this and this and this and this.
and all of
You hit them
this.
with the stack, and then you hit them with the order page that shows a mock up of their thing and then has the
Uh-huh.
URL for them to go to. They have the URL on screen. You also put the URL in chat so people can easily click on that. And
Which
then
would be
bingo,
this one, right? Would be
the
this one.
URL of this page. That's
Okay.
absolutely right. And then you
Okay.
have that timer that sits for 20 minutes or 30 minutes. No, 20 minutes. You have a timer there that sits for 20 minutes, and that page in your webinar just stays there
Mhm.
for 20 minutes counting down. After that timer kicks off, you end the webinar. It's done.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. So this the pitch or the irresistible offer would
Mm-hmm.
be like a boot camp for that's called From Anxiety to Freedom,
Mm-hmm.
which is, that one. So I was gonna ask you, remember that we saved some sections? We saved something. Where do I find them again? The
Great question.
Because I lost here. I
Let's
forgot.
add a section. Scroll to the bottom. I like to just do this at the bottom of my funnels and then I can move from there. So in
Uh-huh.
between your white and blue, put your mouse in between the white and blue backgrounds.
Uh,
Yep, there's our new section. Let's go add a section. So click on your funnel to get out of these settings. Yep.
uh-huh.
Now put your mouse, go down to the bottom. Put your
Mhm.
mouse in between your sections, and that green button is going to show up to add section. Move your mouse down a little bit, a little more. It's going to be right there where the white and blue meet.
Here.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
Don't click, just put your mouse.
But it doesn't do anything. I'm just putting it, but it's not,
Click anywhere on your page. Just
it's weird.
okay, and that
So
pulled
it
up.
kind of shows up, but it doesn't like only if I click.
Okay, put your mouse like over on the right hand side to the right of secure SSL payment, money back guarantee. Yeah, start moving your mouse all the way to the right for me. Yeah, and move your mouse all the way right. All the way. Yeah,
See, it
like over
doesn't it
there.
doesn't light up. I don't know why.
Oh,
Should I?
this is probably just your cache, Karen. Your browser is probably cached.
What is
You
that?
can so the cache is like your browser has a brain. It's called the
All right.
cache.
Uh-huh.
So your browser is the brain gets too full and then it
Uh-huh.
makes your browser display weird. That's guaranteedly what's happening here. You can
Okay.
test this easily by logging into ClickFunnels in a Chrome incognito window. View it from an incognito window. If everything works normally in an incognito window, but it does not work in a normal window, that is 100% your browser cache. So that would mean that you just have to clear your browser cache and cookies and then you'll be fine.
Okay. I hate when that
Basically,
happens. I hate it.
yeah, it
I
happens
hate
all the
it.
time.
And I
Happens
don't know how to
constantly.
I don't know how to fix it. Like
let
it's
let me try
hard.
something. Scroll me down to the very bottom of your page and put your mouse at the bottom of that blue section. See, like I'm not seeing anything light up. Click right there, and there we go to add a section. Okay, now just move your mouse straight up to the top of the blue. There
Mhm.
we go. Look at you. Now everything is showing up. Okay,
No,
just
it's working. I don't know.
now move off to the right. I just don't think you were clicked on. Move your mouse to the right from there.
No,
Keep
I'm
keep
leaving
going
it.
right.
I'm leaving it stuck.
Keep going right.
Okay, so right here, right? Oh,
No, that's
here.
up. That's up. Put your mouse back down a little
Uh-huh.
more and move it to the right.
To the right. Here.
There, and there's our section showing up. Now scroll me down,
Okay.
and there's our buttons to add a new section. There we go. I don't know quite what you were doing. I think you might have had like one of your keys pressed down or your mouse or
No,
something.
no, I'm dead. You know what I'm doing? I'm like
Ah,
moving the mouse with my click. It's the click, it's I'm always pressing. I'm always it's I don't know. It's like as long as it works. Okay.
It is. It's
So
working perfect. So now move your mouse down a little bit. And there's
okay.
our green button to add a section. There we go. Add that section. Now, in the top left of your options, yep,
Do
click
I do
that
I
for.
click this? Okay,
Yep,
good.
click that. And now in the
Mhm.
very top left, you have a button that says saved.
Oh, all right. Yeah.
Keep going up left, a little more up.
Okay.
There it is. And now we can find all of our saved sections.
So remember I saved like the stack that I did, and now
I think I just saw it top right.
yeah, this is it. Yeah, this is the one I think. So
Hmm.
now
And now
no,
you have that section. Is it a
okay.
different one?
Yeah, I don't know what I did, but it's okay.
That's okay, Karen. You can always go back to whatever
Uh,
stack you want to save. You can go
yeah.
back to it and just resave
I'll
that
just I'll
section.
just I'll just make a new one because
Yeah,
I actually think I guess I erased it. I don't know. Well, I don't know what I did. I'm really stressed.
a-okay. This happens every single time somebody's doing the new thing.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So
Yep.
okay, I'll just do this again
Yep.
and I'll just fill I think it's easier just to, fill the information in there and, just do it. And
It
also
absolutely
here's
is.
so my question is now, how do I know this is actually working?
So
Like the
we
little
have to
clock.
set that timer as well. And that timer, yep, you can set a countdown timer. And that is going to be set to like the
Uh-huh.
Sunday after your webinar at 12 o'clock a.m. or 11:59 p.m. Because now
Mm,
you're going to say in the webinar, this offer is only available for a limited time.
yeah.
You have that 20-minute timer going. So that's pumping some urgency and scarcity. That's meant to get people to act fast, act quickly, act within those 20 minutes. All of your emotional
Okay.
people will go do that. Then the webinar closes down and they all see this page where you say this offer expires in. And this is the real expiration timer. This is
Oh,
going to be
this is the
Sunday at 11:59 is when this timer ends because that's when the offer is done. They could always re-register for the
so
webinar and come by.
if I'm doing the webinar on Tuesday,
Uh-huh.
it would be then on this Sunday.
Well, we typically do webinars on Thursdays.
I just
Mo-
remembered.
Monday,
Yeah,
Tuesday,
I'll
Wednesday
change
are
it.
typically all about driving traffic, filling up the
Okay.
webinar. Thursday, we do the webinar. Friday,
Okay.
Saturday, and Sunday are repitches. And that's
Okay.
Friday, Saturday, and Sunday is the time that they have to buy.
Okay. Perfect. Okay, so the end time, if I am doing, so it would be 11, what time would it be?
Yeah, we'll do it at 0:00 a.m. Yep, that's 12 o'clock at night. Perfect.
Uh,
You're on it perfect. No, it's the top one. 00:00 a.m.
this
Bingo. That's
that's it?
midnight. 12 o'clock
Oh,
midnight. Yep.
okay. So if I'm going to do the webinar on the 6th of June, it would be then on the 9th, right?
That's right. Yes.
Okay. Okay. Perfect.
Nice.
Okay, oh boy. All right. Oh boy. All right. So yeah, so that's it. And then you have this. Aha, what is this?
Ah, so this is for customers who purchase your offer. If they don't purchase, they just close the
Oh,
page and they go away. If they do purchase, here is where you thank them for purchasing. Here's where you also deliver your links and assets and all the things that they get along with that. So you're going to
mm,
also send them an email. Your email may also include these links, but anything you want to display after they purchase and get them right into right away, that's what you put right here.
okay. Okay, so that exactly. So when they buy, like whatever I'm pitching in the webinar, this is what they get when they buy.
That's right.
Right. Okay, perfect. And your bonus, okay, perfect.
Yep. Yep.
And let me see something here. Wait, because I wanted to show you. So here,
Mhm.
does it has like an email that it sends to them, or I want to see the
Ah, we
workflow
find that out. Let's go to your builder. Exit in the top left.
here.
Yes, click that little back arrow. Yep.
Oh yeah, okay, perfect.
So you have nice your webinar registration. That's linked up to your registration email sequence. That's perfect. As
So
we,
you'll see.
yep, that's right. That's right. Ooh, no tag set. We want to set a tag. We
Why?
need to
Where?
set a tag. It's your very
Oh,
first step. Yeah, no tag set. Let's
I
make
had
this
no
really
idea
quick.
I had to do that.
So tagging
Uh-huh.
is how we stay organized with our customers. You're going to want to
Yeah.
make this say uh, webinar name dash well, technically I do underscores.
So what do I put?
What's the name of this presentation or webinar?
Ansiedad, anxiety.
Cool. So type that in,
Okay.
then underscore. Actually, close that down. We're going to tag a little differently. Close that. Type the same thing.
Okay. Then
Underscore. I,
okay.
I just personally, when I'm making tags, I don't use spaces. I always use underscores. This is like
Okay.
my binary language. So I never have to wonder, oh, did I use a space or an underscore or a dash? I only
Okay.
use underscores. It just makes life easier. And then, so this will be the anxiety underscore, put the date of the webinar that they're registering for.
Oh, okay. Okay. Six. Oh,
You can put slashes or dashes for the date, whatever you want to do there.
oh my God. Like, can I put it like this? No.
You absolutely can too, Karen. Yep. Or that.
Okay.
Either way. Yep.
Six, six, six. Oh my God. 25. Uh-huh. Like
Beautiful.
that?
Click. Yep. Click the blue text just like that. Bingo. Now, everybody who registers for this webinar
Oh,
gets
okay.
this tag. When you do the next webinar for the next week, you just change this tag step to tag them with the new date. Now we
Mm-hmm.
can see all the people that registered for the webinar and when they opted in easily with a tag.
Okay. Good to know. Yeah, because if you're gonna be doing it every week, it's gonna be crazy, right? If you put like everything in a bucket.
That's right. And then if people don't buy, I want to make sure to re-engage them so that
Mm,
they do buy. But if they do buy, I don't want to re-engage them so it makes me look bad. This is the key to all of it, tagging. Then you have your emails and your delays. This is perfect. Yep.
delays and emails and email.
Yep.
So there's no email like for after they buy. Is
There
there an email?
is. Yes, there is. We just have to go make that. So
Oh, we have
let's,
to make it. Okay.
that's right. Let's exit again in the top left.
Here. Uh-huh.
And now let's go to your order form. There it
Okay.
is. There's your order. That's your confirmation. We're going to go to
Sorry.
the order form where they purchase and
Here.
check it out. Green envelopes to the right hand side. You have yeah, look at you. Offer confirmation. So this is confirming that they purchased and thanking them and sending them
Oh, there
emails
is
that
one.
gives
Okay.
all their links and assets to them. So now we
So
want to
this
tag them. Again, no tag set. We want to tag those customers.
so this is like another workflow?
Yes, it is. Yep.
Oh, that's okay. That's good to know. I had no
Now,
idea.
I
I had
could I could show you how to set this up, Karen, where it's all one workflow, and we use something called conditional steps. So
okay.
I could do this all in one, but it gets a little more technical, and we just don't
Mm,
have to have a
no.
workflow for registration, have a workflow for purchase. And now,
Okay.
regardless of what customers do, they get the right emails.
Okay. Perfect.
So this
So
tag, we want to make the same thing, your webinar name, anxiety.
this one.
Yeah, but we're not that same tag. We're just going to use the same start. So close that tag. Nice. Type out
Yeah.
anxiety underscore purchased.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Nice.
Good. Okay.
I don't know if that is spelled right. I don't think it is.
Per oh,
My screen's across my room. Just make sure you
uh,
spell it right so you can find everything properly.
see that. How do you spell purchase?
P
Uh,
U R C
mhm.
H A S E D.
I think I did.
You might have. My screen is so
Oh,
far
maybe
away.
the D was missing. Uh-huh.
And
Okay,
now
because it's
update the step.
purchased. Okay. Okay. I did it in a present tense. You said,
Yep.
okay.
There we
All
go.
right. Oh, okay. 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 Perfect.
Yep, and that's the email that says, "Thank you so much. You're in. Welcome to the community. Welcome to the
There it is.
program.
Okay,
Here's this link. 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 Go
exactly.
do this thing first."
Here's all the information and perfect.
There it
Okay.
is.
Okay. Thank you, Dante.
You're welcome,
I
Karen. You got it.
appreciate.
It's perfect. I know it's kind of a big system, a little bit to keep track of. The first time is always the hardest. Go do this
Yeah, right?
once. Everything is going to
Yeah.
click after you do this, I promise.
Yes, yes. I can't wait to start, doing the master class.
Yes. I,
I
I,
really
I wish
do.
I had time to watch your webinar live. I'm sure it's going to be an awesome time.
Yay. Yeah. Well, let's see. All right. Well, thank you so much, Dante, and thank you everybody for your patience. I
Cool.
All right. Thank you.
You got it,
Bye.
Karen. Great job.
Thank you.
All right, nice. Let's hop over to Jesse. Hey, Jesse.
Hey there.
Hey, hey.
There I am in my dark kitchen.
You're
Um,
A-okay.
I am reworking after what we talked about last week with Russell over delivering for his lead magnets. I've made one and I made it a mini course. And I am really new with courses and ClickFunnels. And I'm just kind of struggling um, building this out, especially with my kind of theme colors. So I like the one, I'll just go ahead and share what I'm talking about this.
Yeah, it sounds
That
great.
works. So I really like the one that comes with it automatically, the layout of it, but the colors are off. And I did some attempts to make them my colors, which is like purple and gold, but I had botched it. I used the hero template and it's like absolutely hideous. And so I like went back to take off the customization so I could at least have it like presentable like this. And I just don't know if there's like a very simple way to change this blue to purple or if I would have to build out a whole new template and what would I use to base that? Because all the templates that I saw, they have like that, I forget what it's called, like Logipsum or whatever. They all have like logos on them. They're like really complex. None of them are like have the simplicity of this one and already like built out. Um,
Yes, this is a simple course, and I'm a huge fan of our simple courses. They're fantastic. We can change all of this up.
okay.
Let's go back to your account. Nice. Go to your settings of the course, top right. Yeah. Scroll down. So you don't have a theme. Okay, keep going. Keep going.
Maybe this one.
Yeah, go to your advanced settings and configure that.
Oh, nice. I could do that.
Right. So you can use your style guides and you can add your style guide here.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
And then just save and check that out.
Yes. Update your course and let's see what happens.
Still blue.
Okay, I'm just losing my mind. We'll figure this out in 2 seconds. Back to your ClickFunnels account.
Okay.
Click your three dots. I don't think this is it, but click the three dots. No, that's not it. Okay, let's go into your go to customize, your customize tab. There, my tool is finally back. Customize is right there.
Oh,
We don't need to enable advanced customization. No, let's turn that off. We're going to keep this as a simple course. Okay, go back to your outline. And let's click into module 1. Let's do three dots and then edit.
I'm sorry. I'm struggling so much with this
No,
Zoom
you're
bar.
okay. There's three dots everywhere.
Okay.
Click those three dots, edit module. All right, scroll down for me. Okay. Go to advanced settings and expand it. Okay, let's try this. Go to your style now. Choose that other style. Let me see what happens. Yup. And update. Okay, preview. Why am I losing my mind? I just did this a couple days ago. Go back to your ClickFunnels account. Let's go to uh, right here, three dots again for module one, and we're going to go to edit module. And let's go right here. Oops, sorry, go back up top. Edit content. Okay, edit template, top right. Okay, back to your ClickFunnels account. Click module one on the left. Settings. Keep going down. Oh man, I'm just losing my mind here, Jesse. Um,
Okay,
I wonder, I just did this the other day. This is not difficult. I'm just brain farting here.
it's fine.
Let me see. Okay, go here. Right, and then I have it at purple. So what did I do here? Let me just see. Let's go three dots. Edit. Edit my content. It's just all default styling. See this. Oh man, what am I doing? Um, I'm just using default styles. Goodness, Jesse, I am sorry. I'm not seeing where we change that. This is not difficult. I promise I just did this the other day. It is not difficult. If you can
Okay,
just, if you have time, just make a live chat. You can click that help at the top middle of your screen. I can actually show you right where that's at. You can do it right from here. Yep, when we're all done, go to help, go right here to this box, say speak to an agent, and we'll queue up a live chat right away. We'll get this fixed very easily.
okay.
Awesome. What else can I help with though?
Um, so just more on the course. I was having trouble so I was able to put media in and I put a well, let me just go to the one I'm talking about specifically. So I have a meditation that I would like to go along with it, and I've added it, but when I go to preview that lesson, like you can't see it. Um, and I also have a pamphlet that I want to send as well. So I'm just wondering about assets in the format of the course because I I'm not really seeing a place that you can have assets. So I might have to send those by email separately, or that kind of gets complicated with the customer center
No,
and all
you're
that.
perfect. So we have meditation, restart, keep going down. Oh yeah, just add this. I'll show you how to add this yourself. So simple. Back to your ClickFunnels account, please. One tab left. Lovely. Let's enter the editor for that page, the meditation page. And you can close yeah, and you can close that help down. Yeah, nice. You can just click your meditation. It'll take us right
Oh,
into
right.
it. Yep, beautiful. All right, now let's just add the audio element ourselves. So click that gray plus in the middle of the screen to add. Yep, add a section. Let's add a blank section. One column row. Now you can check it out right here. These, oops, sorry, go to the
Oh,
very
sorry.
top. No, you're okay. Go to the very top for me.
Struggling. I don't have like a slider anymore.
Oh, you should be able to just use your fingers, scroll on your trackpad, just like you would normally scroll up and down. There you go.
Okay.
So we have this is our lesson elements, and these are elements tied to your lessons and assets. Like here on the left, you have a lesson image, lesson video, lesson audio file. So click your audio in the lessons category right there. Bingo.
Got it. Okay, cool.
Now that will add your audio. If, let's say, for instance, you still needed, it wasn't working for some reason, and you needed to add your own audio, check this out. Go to your search at the very top right there and just type in audio. Now, these lesson elements, these are tied to the assets that you upload to your ClickFunnels account. So anything you see in lesson, that'd be like the PDF. You probably uploaded that as an upload to ClickFunnels, right? So you can pull those files by using lesson. But these in the normal media, these are like normal files. They're not linked up to your backend. So let's say you wanted to go get a YouTube video. Maybe Russell has a YouTube video that you want to put in your course for people to watch. You can add any videos and any audios. Just don't use lesson. Don't use lesson and use your media elements. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does.
Cool.
Um, I
Go
didn't
ahead.
see a PDF option under the lesson elements though. We have
Yes.
like,
Well, that one is a little bit different. You would just add a normal button. And let me show you this, Jesse. Does all this make sense so far?
yes.
Okay, beautiful. Let's go ahead and save your changes. Lovely. Let's exit, close, nice. And let's go to your workspace settings, bottom left of your account. And then we're going to go to assets. There it is, my assets. And let's go to your downloads. Look at you, genius. And which of those files are we working on here?
The first one, the pamphlet.
Great. Let's go to the settings of that or click the name. Either one works. It brings us into the file. Nice. Right here is your copy button. Yes.
Oh,
Now,
okay, do it
so
that way.
this works just like Google Drive, Jesse. Like when you upload a file to Google Drives, it then gives it a URL that you can share over the internet. Same exact thing. You upload your file to ClickFunnels, it gives it a URL. You just copied that URL. So absolutely, take me into meditation or introduction, whichever one we should be in.
Okay. Um,
Add a section, a blank section, a one column row. And then you might want to add a headline to tell them what the thing is. So we'll scroll down just a little bit. And there's our headline. Yep. And then we want to add a button. So scroll down just a little more and we'll find our button just a little more down. There it is, a button. Bingo. Click on your funnel to get out of those settings, just anywhere on your funnel. Now go to our button. And we're just going to change the action of the button right here. And it's going to be set to go to. Yeah, you're already there. Custom URL is perfect. Put in the URL of your asset. Bingo. And then we probably do want to check mark open in a new window. We don't want to take them out of the course. We want them to remain
Right.
on the course. New tab opens, rocking and rolling, save the change.
okay, this is awesome.
Yeah.
Yay. Okay, that helps a lot. I'm also wondering about this comment kind of thing. That's in the. Just wondering about these comments. So are these comments that everybody can see from everyone?
Correct.
Okay, and then is there any way to notify me when there are comments?
I believe so. I think so. Yes. Let's go to your course settings. I think it's right in there. Go to your settings, top right. Yes. Scroll down. We're gonna get to the comments. Enable lesson comments. You have turned on. Scroll down. Keep going. Okay, I think that might be in the redirect. Sorry, I think that might be in our workflows, Jesse. just to save some
Okay.
time here, when you talk to support, I'd like you to ask them about this as well. I think you can just make a workflow that sends you an email every time somebody leaves a comment. So you make sure to
Okay.
stay on top of it.
Okay. And then I think that's all I had. Can't remember.
It's okay. Take your time. You can look through more.
Oh yeah, so about the slow that we were just talking about with the last one.
Yeah.
Um, I was thinking no because they have work to do. Um, but then I was kind of thinking about my email sequence. So what I've done before, my lead magnet was a PDF, pretty lackluster. Nobody, there was one person that opted in, got the outline, and then just bought 2 hours later. Like she didn't go through the sequence. And then everyone else that went through my sequence didn't buy. And the format I had was 7 days, an email a day, telling a story, and then doing the offer like the last three and the urgent that can expire one to end with. And I'm just kind of wondering if I should use a different format for this kind of lead magnet that's a little bit more involved. Um, I don't know if you have any opinions on how many emails, how many days apart. I was gonna like maybe give them 3 days, but then I just don't want them to get bored and forget about me and just kind of trying to weigh options here. It's okay if I just wonder if you had an idea. It's okay if you don't know or
Um,
just experiment. I
how
just need
many
to
how
try
many
it.
people how many people have gone through this email sequence so far?
25.
Okay, I don't think we have a big enough sample size yet. We want at least 75 to 100 people to go through the email sequence, especially when we're starting. Because most
Okay.
times when we're starting, Jesse, we're not really locked in on our customer yet. We're
Right.
probably getting tons of different people to come through. So it's very common. You see, like the first 50 might get nothing. But the next 50, your Facebook and your Pixel are targeting different people. And those next 50, it might convert out the wazoo. So we don't quite have enough time yet. Let's let it simmer a little bit more. I'd be interested to see what happens through 100 people.
Okay, so keep the same kind of sequence, the 7 days, I mean all day. Okay, okay. And
Yep,
then
100%.
yeah, I feel like the slow is a little too much. Like, what's your opinion on that? Because I don't know.
Yeah, it's case by case, to be quite honest, Jesse. It really is
Okay.
case by case. Like, in your case, you're trying to show them how to get massive movement in their life, how to
Yeah.
tackle something that's been huge. So it makes me lean away from a slow here, where if I
Okay.
can just get them to come in and do the course and take the training and get the results and get momentum in their life and show them that they can do this, if I can build up that belief, then I'll put a product in front of them. I think that's what you would run here, but we split test it. As much as I
Okay.
wish I had a crystal ball, I don't,
Right.
right? So let's run 100 people through with the slow. Let's run the next 100 people through without the slow, and let's look at conversions and see if it has any effect whatsoever.
Okay. And I've kind of built some pitches into the course itself. My conclusion is like next steps. And then the pamphlet I have, the last page is like, hey, I have this awesome product if you want to go deeper with this to kind of stuff. So I am pitching in the product itself. So that makes sense to me.
That's
But maybe I'll
absolutely
try it.
perfect. Yeah, no,
Okay.
if you're pitching in the course itself, you're running it no slow right now.
Right.
Yeah, if you're pitching in the course like you should be, then I would stay on no slow for at least 100 people.
Okay.
You
All
know what I
right.
would really do though, Jesse? My first task is I would be calling the people who have gone through the funnel and the email sequence and had enough time that you're like, oh, they're not going to buy. I would be calling those customers right away or emailing them if you only have their email. But this is the part of being a CEO that everybody stops doing. But it's everything, right? As much as AI has changed the world, this is never going to change. Call your people, email your people, say, hey, Jesse here. I just had a couple quick questions. I don't want to pressure you. I'm not trying to get you to buy or anything, but I believe firmly in my product and I believe firmly in my mission. And I just want to do the best job that I can. So could I ask, why didn't you buy? If you can call your customers and ask this, it is so much stronger. Like for instance, let me get you this link. You probably haven't seen it, but have you seen Trey calling his customers?
No.
Here we go, gang, for everybody in the chat. Bingo. Trey Llewellyn is our ecom champion, and Trey has the highest grossing, fastest growing, record holding e commerce funnel in the history of ClickFunnels in his G700 tactical flashlight. The name before that was G700 flashlight. He added tactical, and when he added tactical, it absolutely blew up. Just changing it from the G700 flashlight to the G700 tactical flashlight changed everything. It is the change, one might argue, that got him to where he is today. You want to know how he found that change? He called somebody that abandoned their cart and he said, "Hey man, I noticed you were going to get the flashlights, but you didn't. And I'm just curious, was there any reason why?" And the guy said, "Oh yeah, it's not tactical." Trey said, "What? What do you mean it's not tactical?" The guy said, "Oh yeah, I only buy tactical equipment." Trey said, "Huh? Well, thanks. Interestingly, it is a tactical flashlight. I just forgot to put that down, but thank you so much for your feedback." He went to his funnel. He changed the headline, G700 tactical flashlight. He changed the product description and blew it up. He would have never got that had he not called his customer. And I have story after story after story after story of people going through the exact same thing, of Trey doing the same thing, everybody doing the same thing. That's how we grow funnels. It's by being CEOs, launching our offers, getting people to opt in, calling our customers, saying, "Hey, why didn't you do this thing?" And then sometimes we find out they're just not the right customer. It's just truly not the right time. But a lot of times we find out things that we weren't noticing that are huge blockers for our customers. So that is 100% the first thing I would have you do, Jesse. Find those people that have had enough time to go through where you're pretty solid, they're not a buyer, give them a call. If we don't have their phone number, I would add the phone number field to my opt-in form. And as long as it's not decreasing conversions too much, it's worth it to grab that phone number so I can pick up the phone and call my customers.
Okay, that's terrifying, but that would be helpful. So I'm dying to know why. Sometimes I think they might not even know why. You know, the stuff is so subtle.
And sometimes that's very true. And a lot of times you do make sales in calling your customers, Jesse. Just taking that time, talking about the product, answering their questions is really all they needed. But as you do that, you find like, oh man, these three people all just asked me the same question in a row. Well, that means we should go address that question in our funnel. That's how we do marketing.
Okay, be brave. I'll do it. Thank
Yes,
you.
you will, Jesse. Yes, you will. I promise you can do it A-OK. And I put a Vimeo link in the chat. Do you see that link?
Yes, I've copied it.
Yeah, beautiful, beautiful. Watch Trey do it. Of course, he's done this a ton of times, so he is pretty good at it. But just notice how fluid he is. Notice how he's just talking to a person, right? It's all he's doing. And this person happens to be a doctor. And just do exactly what Trey does in your own style. Be yourself. Be confident. You're the CEO of your company, and you're just trying to ask a couple questions. Easy peasy.
Thank you. That's all I have.
Awesome. You got it, Jesse. Great questions and great work. All right. Mark, I have 7 minutes. Let's go. Do you have any final questions for me?
Yes, couple questions. What was that
Cool.
clipping tool you used earlier today you had a name for it, but you said it so fast I couldn't write it down. It was on your
Clipping
Mac.
tool?
Yeah, and it's almost like you were doing a screenshot, but
Oh, that is explain and send screenshots. I can show you why I like that really quick.
so is that a website or?
That is a browser extension. So if we hop over here, it looks just like this. It's just a Chrome browser extension you can get from the
Hold on,
Chrome Web Store.
hold on a sec. All I'm seeing right now is Trey.
Yeah, that's perfect. So now if you look
Oh.
right up here,
Oh, okay.
my mouse, yeah. So this is what the icon looks like. It's explain and send screenshots.
Explain.
And now I like this a lot because I can just select certain areas.
Yeah.
And I can go like this. But on top of that, then I have some great editing tools. So I can go like this, and then I can put an arrow, and I can go like this, and I can grab my text, and I can say,
Okay, so that's a Google extension.
yep, that's all it is. A Google Chrome extension, explain and send screenshots.
Cool. So simply we're not gonna have to get into my funnel. I just had questions.
Cool.
What would be the minimum number of days you would offer for a return of a product?
For your product or
Yeah,
a product?
my product.
You got to have such a strong guarantee and such a strong return policy because you're asking people to buy mattresses sight unseen without sitting on them, without feeling them, without touching them. So you have to take on all the risk as the business. It has to be a risk-free guarantee. Who else does that in the mattress game? Purple does. So I
Okay.
would, Matt, whatever Purple's doing, I guarantee Purple has a super strong guarantee. They also probably have some really good buyer's guides so you can pick the
Yeah.
right mattress that fits your feel and needs. You need a strong, strong guarantee. Like I would think, I would think, I would be thinking more than 6 months for this example because now that 6 months is the chargeback time period. That's the real kicker. After 6 months, a customer cannot charge back on your account. Um,
The 6 months.
so,
Yeah.
yep, after 6 months, 180 days. So you can make yours a 190-day guarantee. And if they get past 180, you're safe. You're in the clear. They cannot charge you back.
Okay.
But that also makes such a strong guarantee. That's I stand behind the product. I stand behind you loving it. All the risk is taken on by me, Mattress Mark. You have zero risk whatsoever. Love it, or I'll come get it and take it back.
All right. Next question. Is there a way, well, first of all, is there a way to, when you're first starting, to limit the number of sales that you will register? Like, is there a way to cut it off, or is there a way to cut off? I'm just worried about, I mean, it'd be a great problem to have, but I don't want to get so many sales that I just can't keep up with some of this stuff. And so I didn't know if there's a way to limit things. I'm
Yes, there
getting ahead of
is.
myself. It's a problem I don't have to worry about right now, but I just thought it has.
You're getting a little bit ahead of yourself. Not much, though. If we go to our products themselves and then all products, you can go into a product and then right down here is going to be, where are you? I think it's an inventory, actually. I think it's right here. It's an inventory. Fulfillment required. Oh yeah, you can track your quantities, and then you can have your event. Yes, it's all right here, Mark. You set it up all in inventory, where we can track our quantities, and then you can put how many quantities you have and how many are available. So if you
Okay.
want to start out with like, hey, after 6 mattresses, I want to make purchases not go through because I just want to make sure to handle it right. You can do that all right here. You make sure you remember that you did this though because after you want to make sure that like you don't be sitting for months with zero inventory, right? We don't want that, but you definitely limit it right here in your inventory and shipping.
And is there a way to put a counter on the page that shows how many have been sold? And I don't know, like say only 20 available, and one is sold, it goes to 19, and then the 18. Is that possible?
I don't think so. I believe that is a tool in CF Pro Tools. I'll have to look. I'm not 100% confirmed on that. My workarounds for that, Mark, would be if it's a CF Pro Tool product, CF Pro Tools is and has been beloved by the ClickFunnels community forever. It's a great tool. I love it. I endorse it. It's got great custom codes that let you take your funnels to the next level. So if Pro Tools had the code, that would be my option number one. Option number two would be to go get a guy on Fiverr. You can
Right.
have this custom code written where it's tracking all this inventory right here and it's constantly displaying an active count of available inventory. Or the third option would be to do it all yourself. You can just go to Canva and you can make an image that says currently available. It has a 6. The 6 has a red strike through it, and then it shows a green 4 or a green 3. And then you could just have different images. When you sell one, you go back and it's currently available 6 struck through green 2. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
so you would just be basically adding new images displaying your own count.
and how would I know if Pro Tools has this function?
You just go to cfprotools.com and it'll find everything for you. I can also ask Jamie, who owns CF Pro Tools and works here at ClickFunnels.
Oh, what would the question be? A countdown feature?
I'm sorry, say again.
What would the question be? Is there a countdown feature? Is there a like a search?
Yes, I think so, but honestly, I have access to Jamie. I can just ask him for you. But you can go to cfprotools.com and you can see a list of all of their available codes.
Okay, all right. And how many minutes I got?
You got, ooh, none, but ask
All
your
right.
last one quick.
No, that was it. That's good for
You
now.
sure?
Yep. Oh,
Awesome.
let me just ask you that. Well, you were talking about a subdomain. Right now I
Yeah.
have mattressmark.store. Is there any reason to do like queensize.mattressmark.store or
You could if you were gonna make order forms for your specific sizes, then yes, you could make an order form for each size. You could make a subdomain for each size, small, full, twin, queen, king, yada yada, and then you could use that. But that's the only real reason I would see you make those subdomains. The only other subdomains I might see you make immediately is a free subdomain. If you were going to do like a free plus shipping funnel, a tripwire funnel, if you will, tripwire funnels are exactly like they sound. You have a low price point product on the front end. We typically run free plus shipping, and that's to trip the wire, get them in the door, get them to make the sale. And once they trip that wire, make the sale, then you hit them with the upsells, squeezing as much cash out of them as we can. So if you wanted to do like a free pillow cover, right? That's one free product you could sell people. You could probably make a little margin or break even on that product. That would be a great tripwire product where they can buy it, put it on their favorite pillow, try it out, yada, yada. If you were going to do a free plus shipping funnel, then you might make a free.mattressmark.com, and that would be on that free plus shipping funnel.
okay. All right. I'll worry about that later. Thank you.
Cool. Sounds great, Mark. When are we going to launch? You're close, huh?
I'm this close. I was working on some of the photos earlier, so my goal is next week.
Cool. Beautiful. Love that. Man, if we could hit next Tuesday, that'd be great. Plenty of time during the week to hit people while they're at their computers, ready to rock and roll.
Awesome.
Awesome. Great stuff, Mark.
Thank you.
Awesome. Glad you guys are with us. Glad you guys are with us. It was awesome to be with you today. We're going to be back at it again tomorrow. And if you didn't hear, tomorrow you guys are in for a special treat. You're going to have Jessie Valle with you. Jessie Valle is our head funnel builder. She's also our director of design, as I like to, director of education, excuse me. As I like to call her, she is the doer of all things. I love Jessie. She is just a wealth of knowledge, and she runs our funnels and she does our marketing. She's awesome. So you guys are going to have a great time with Jessie. I am not going to be here. Trey's flying in, so we're going to be doing some stuff with Trey tomorrow. So I unfortunately won't be able to be here. I will be back on Friday with you guys, but tomorrow you have a special treat in Jessie Valle. You guys have an amazing rest of your day, and I will catch you all on Friday. See you soon.